Paris, the city of love and beauty, the capital of fashion and foie gras, home of Mona Lisa.
Foreigners think that Parisians were born with a baguette in hand, and there is something about it, as in this magical city, the cult of the baguette is stronger than ever.
In Paris, it's like the worldwide capital of the baguette, so when you are the best baguette of Paris, it's like, wow.
The word baguette comes from Latin baculum, which became bacchetto, meaning staff or stick.
For French, we eat bread every day from the breakfast to the end of the day. With each food, we have a piece of bread. So since we eat bread.
If you're a true baguette lover, Maison Landemaine is a must-visit bakery in Paris. It was established by Rodolphe Landemaine from love to bread and giving people the joy of eating.
So we mix the flour and the water, and after we add salt and yeast, as you can see, and we mix for around 15 minutes. And after we leave the dough to relax. That's an important thing to have the good bread, is to leave the time to the dough. So a great part of the product is defined with the fermentation. We have to be very strict about the temperature of the fermentation and also the time. If it's too long, you have a very bad product. If it's too short, the baguette will be very skinny. When we divide the dough, we have here some little piece of the future baguettes. So we leave the dough relax. In between each steps, we don't have to over manipulate the dough. Baguette and bread, yes, it's very important for the history, but not only in France. You know, bread is very important I think in all civilization, in all society. So today in our baguette there is no chemicals in Maison Landemaine, and it's very good product, very good flour, and a long time to work. You know, there was a long fermentation, so like that there was a lot of taste inside and a very good conservation. Parisians are very, as I said, they are very strict about the quality of the baguette, so they want the best product. So there are few very good bakeries in Paris as Maison Landemaine, and they can travel across Paris to come here and buy baguettes. The temperature of the oven is almost the same every day, but what depends on the weather is the time of relax, how long you leave the bread before to put the bread in the oven. When you start to bake, your job, you have always to think about what you do and to improve your product and to improve your skills. Today there are somewhat, not revolution, but crisis because the price of food, and the first thing people want is bread. And so, yes, in France it's baguette.
When in Paris, act like a Parisian. Either it's fashion, wine or bread. Parisians know what's good and have great taste. There's no words to describe the magnificent variety of flavours invading our sense, closed in a bite of a baguette. You can forget about foie gras, but you can't miss the opportunity of tasting this. Marie Antoinette said, "Let them eat cake." I would say, let them eat baguette.